On Rise FM Breakfast, I'd like to believe that you would know by now that every Tuesdays we would dedicate our Tuesdays to our Department of Education in the province. And today is no different. Today we're speaking with Mr. Mareka Monyokolo, who is the head of stakeholder engagement for New Leaders Foundation, the implementing partner for data-driven districts. Mr. Monyokolo, sir, welcome to Rise FM Breakfast. It's such a pleasure for us to have you on the show. Let's talk about the Data-Driven Districts program. What is it and what does it do?
So, good morning to you and your listeners. So if you think about it this way, in this day and age, you can run any system without good, sound data. And in this case, if you think about how big the education system is, with hundreds of thousands of learners and teachers in schools, we have to be able to make good, sound decisions based on data. So what data-driven does is that it empowers officials within the system to be able to have data at their disposal that they can use to do a whole range of things, to plan, to make decisions, to plan interventions, and to be able to support the schools. So that if you think about it, you can't have a circuit manager or a subject advisor going to a school like the olden days just to go and have tea and tick boxes. They need to have a kind of data that empowers them to be able to have proper, constructive, professional conversations with the teachers that they are meant to support, with the principals that they are meant to support, so that it becomes a useful and informative and also constructive engagement between them, so that they're giving the support that they require for them to be able to improve the learning outcomes of our children. I think that's what the program is about. So we take information from the SACN, which is the South African Schools Administration and Management System. We package it in such a way that it becomes useful and user-friendly. We visualize it in such a way that it becomes useful and friendly, and officials are able to use it to make some good decisions. That's what the data-driven district program is all about. And it's a partnership between the Department of Education and the Provincial Education Department with the Michael and Susan Dell Foundation, and we are implementing it across the country. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and before you even mentioned that the Michael and Susan Dell Foundation has partnered with you guys, that would have been my next question. That it doesn't seem like this is a program that would run itself, but I'm sure that it is managed by someone. And who manages this? And you say it's Michael and Susan Dell Foundation, and?
So the Michael and Susan Dell Foundation are the funders, and the program is implemented by ourselves, which is the New Leaders Foundation, an NGO which is South African-based, and we operate across the country, except the Western Cape, which does not use SACN. But it's obviously a costly program because of its size, but it's a totally partnership between the department and the Michael Susan Dell Foundation. If you think about it, the data belongs to the department, so it's important that the department is directly involved in the management of the program. It's meant to support the department to make sure the system works. It works very well.
Let's maybe talk about the rollout of the data-driven district program. What are you looking at?
In terms of what? So we operate nationally, as I pointed out. We have presence in all the provinces except the Western Cape, which I've also pointed out, and we have people in every province. So if you think about it, the education system has a number of tiers. So you have the national department, you have the provincial education department, you have districts, and you have schools. And between districts and schools, you have second. In some instances, there's regions and so on. But those are the number of tiers that we have of the education system. So the program is meant to assist officials in all those tiers of government, even though it's called data-driven districts. But in reality, it's meant to support and empower all the officials across the system in all the various tiers for them to be able to assist schools and support schools, because everything we do is meant to support teachers and principals and the learners to be able to improve the quality of education at that level. So the program is meant to give officials the tools to be able to support schools adequately, appropriately, put in place interventions that are properly targeted so that they are able to give support that is required by the schools and the teachers and the principals and so on.
Well, that's Mr. Mareka Monyokolo, who is the head of stakeholder engagement for New Leaders Foundation, the implementing partner for DDD. Sir, thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you so much. I hope these are helpful, and we're looking forward to interacting with you more. And we're excited about some of the developments that are happening around the program. And in this day and age, data-driven decision-making planning is the only way to go, so that it becomes, our interventions are useful to those that we're targeting. Thank you so much.
Amen. Here's all for one. I can love you like that.